Hi everyone. And welcome to another edition of Live at 5. Yes. And before I even go into the program, just want you to know that I am live on Instagram and simultaneously on TikTok. So you guys not missing out our earthly thing. So big up to everybody that's joining in, share the live. And before I even get into anything, I am going to play the theme song, Pray for Love, because that's what we're all about. We're all about love. Because if you don't have love in you, it makes no sense. So we're all about love. All about love. That's what the world needs. The world needs love. Don't you agree? Pray for love. So let's just drop the theme song and then we go right into our topic for this week. Hi everybody over TikTok, hi everyone on Instagram. Keep calm, and drink wine. Children, everyone has much, too much violence, so long they use them in a school and too much grudge. Hi, my co-host Razor B. Razor B is here with the youth. We are to melt to like push. Now I'm on my knees, Lord. Education are the key, Lord. Why them not pre-degree, Lord? In a school, them they are the pre-bad. There is no love. Oh, Lord, I pray for love. Oh, oh, there is no hope. Lord, give us hope. And you so girl, where I think nobody don't see you, remember you have your future to think of. My heart is broken.
Go on.
I read the pain. No one my knees. Education is the key, Lord. Will you agree that education is the key? You look like a teacher, so.
I'll come to teach today and preach.
You look like a teacher to them, it's not lie.
I'll come to teach and preach, man.
The image. There is no hope. Image the normal. Lord, give us hope.
Well, the people them are tuning, share the life, because we have some bagassing to that today. Where you tired, me feel under the weather. You're called in, I'm going from under the weather, but you don't know, we can't miss up on the life, guys. Say a 9-day talk, so we have to make sure we go beyond the 9 day. We passed the 9 day.
I'm telling you, and I'm so happy to have you here, whether we're tired, whether we are troubled, whether anything else, we always make sure that we're here for Live at 5 because it's a lot to discuss. It's a lot going on, and we have to keep going. It can't be 90. We have to keep going.
Man. No, we go on to Jamaica. But a while ago, I said to myself, I said, yes, it feels good. No kidnapping, no murder of any woman, no children. And I mean, it's been a fantastic week.
Yes.
And they just see some pop. No, but when I get some pop up.
What you see?
What you see? My 18-year-old girl get kidnapped and drive-by shooting a community where mother and son died. It's like, boy, I'm not telling them. We almost made it. Almost made it
because I was so happy myself to see that regardless of the challenges, we don't have nothing this week. And then before the end of it,
no, I say we almost made it, but John was there. I mean, the soul rest in peace, condolences. And then I say another thing where police shoot. They must say police shoot 2 innocent youth.
Yes, when them stuff are gonna stop, man. When these things are gonna stop.
Things are going. Things are going now,
My condolences as well. My condolences as well. We can't give up because at the end of the day, I mean, I would hope that we exercise love to everybody, whether good or bad or the indifference. We have to extend that love and put ourselves in other people's shoes and say, what if that was me? You know?
Why? So, let me ask you a question. You know what I mean? Because I know you've been on the road, I've been traveling, I've been doing your thing. Have you ever felt like, yo, on a Tuesday, I'm just can't do it that because it's just so much, because we still have to work, you still have to be a mother, you still have to be responsible for your bills, them, you know what I mean?
Of course.
But I'm taking on this task because I'm there in Canada. And some people are saying to me, boy, I love what you're and Angela do, you know what I mean? It's a great look.
Yes.
Defending and advocating for mothers and children. I'm just kidding on a whole, you know?
Yeah.
Have you ever feel like actually on that weekend I can't bother because they were discouraged, because even most people from last week until this week are 2 questions. You know what I mean? Most persons are focusing not on what we're doing, but more on what you did over the COVID. You understand? Instead of,
people's personal life. I would say I'm motivated to continue, because if we weren't doing something good, nobody wouldn't have anything to say. See? Because we're doing something positive and it's working, you're gonna have naysayers. But it keeps me motivated and it makes me want to continue. Because I'm saying we want solutions. We don't want person to be throwing stones at anybody, because there's nobody in the world that is perfect. You understand? Most a perfect person come here right now. And it doesn't matter your imperfections are what is deemed imperfection. You have to lend your voice to make a difference. Not to tear down somebody that you see making a difference. That's just my 2 cents, because Live at 5 wasn't even started for any recognition. We just saw the need as parents, as 2 persons that has a heart to say, you know what, let us just start lending our voices, because we are public figures and people can make a difference. You understand what I say? And we're encouraging everybody to do the same. That's all this Live at 5 is about. Not a person trying to cheer down another person.
Yeah.
And so how do you feel about Live at 5 and what we've accomplished so far? Because I'm getting the same feedback as you, that they love what we're doing and we're to continue what we're doing, because there's nobody else that's doing this.
No, man, it's great, man. One of the greatest of this. I think this is one of the biggest things that I have done in my whole entire life, because you know what I mean, like for the past month or so, we've been losing children and mothers. People that drop out, you know. And last week we had Africa and Vegas, and so much celebrity who joined the live just to hear what Queen had to say about the whole Wrong and Strong thing. You know, the resolution between that was great. We had a good resolution, you know. It's just unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's still unfortunate.
We did, because they understood. Go ahead.
Still unfortunate that we haven't found the person who took away Daniel Rowe from the school and said her throat. We still haven't found the person who killed the taxi driver in front of these kids. The youth, them who stop up the youth. You know, I think 1 or 2 persons got arrested, but there was 4 perpetrators involved. So by the end of the day, I mean, I feel like we don't have the police them busy are too busy because it's like everywhere. The whole 14 parishes I get wild and wicked, you know. I just not have the understanding right. You know what I mean? I'm Mr. Vegas, I touch on something to say, as long when I get rid of poverty, we can fix this problem, and you know what I mean? I've been sitting with that on my mind, and I said, for real, you know, because when you're really hungry, you know, I don't know where the next dollar come from, you know. You understand?
You go rub and teeth. You go rub and teeth when you're hungry.
I just come off a tour, angel, we just come off a tour, and I pray, no matter the good or the greatness, what we are doing. To stop these things, you know what I mean? When I'm hungry, him not really see the spirit, him not see.
But Razor B, a lot of persons hungry and then figure out a different way to survive. Why you want to turn to crime and violence? Because at the end of the day, crime and violence only result in losing your life or you go to prison. So one out of two, crime and violence has never resulted to anything else. So a lot of persons be a part of the success story, be a part of the change. Don't be a part of the problem. You understand? But I understand that if you lessen poverty, that will lessen the crime rates. And there's a lot of things that we can talk about when it comes on to that. Because me would have said to the government, free up the people them from selling, because you have a thing when they dance, so people hustle from, send back them to go back to school. So I'm going to say to the Prime Minister of Jamaica, or whomever is in charge of that, to let the people them survive. Because when you take away the look of hustling and lock off the dance them, that's one of the big platform where persons, mothers and fathers earn to send their kids back to school. When you go downtown and you take away these people's stall, mash up them stall, how them where's the livelihood right there? How them gonna survive? So there's a lot of ways where you can change, and a lot of things that, because a lot of things you can change, a lot of things you can do. To help with that.
I agree. There's a lot of things that you can do to survive. Because when you drive down the street and you see the youth them and wife, they carry glass them just to get $1. Or look at 25. They never ask you more than $1 or 50 cents or 20 cents. If we make a muck type of thing where we know in Jamaica. But what about them? I say everybody will drive down the street have it because everybody have their own responsibility. You understand? But sometimes to overleave it and treat them youth here, there's no other hope, because everybody are turning a blind eye to them and I say, yo brother, don't worry, me care glass, man, move from yourself and violate them and disrespect them too, and not realizing that it's the economy that we're living in that turn these youth to go there instead of picking up crime. You know what I mean? So
but
you have to also take that in consideration. You know, say, yo, there's a lot of youth who could have still do holy for dirt and pick up gun, but my wife can't glass, but yes, still we are disrespect and violate them. You get to me, I say so.
Because that's not our business. Yeah. Our business, because we're in Jamaica and we're seeing it and we're hurt and we're humans. But at the end of the day, we're not here to fight crime and violence. We are here to save the youths. So they don't go down that road.
Especially the women and the children and the youth. Yeah, absolutely right. But with that said, yo, what they Burna Boy, yo, me tell you the economy, say, Burna Boy there, Jamaica, what there was a good look. Only few couple
Burna Boy there, let me tell you something. Jamaica never know what them have. Jamaica do not know what we are. We're richer than everything. Talk about Burna Boy, Razor. Talk about Burna Boy in our country.
Now you talk about him, guys, like you're more excited.
No, I'm just saying.
Okay, so Burna Boy is having to celebrate his birthday the day before I go to celebrate his birthday. You understand? And then when we look
Everybody saw that. And where in the world celebrities love to come than Jamaica? Every celebrity, from your celebrity, whether you're an artist, whether you're an actress, whether you're a model, them always want to come to Jamaica because there's something about us that is paradise that nobody else has.
Okay, you what me I go say? We have two top celebrities, one from Africa and one from Jamaica. You understand? Burna Boy is one of the biggest superstars right now on all levels you can think of. Buju Banton has done a wonderful job in our industry. But when you look man, then I know Buju had a private event, and I don't know Burna event was public. But it's just support. Me always say, where the artists in there, always say where the artists in there. Like a man like Burna Boy forward. That's a very good look. There were so many different artists who come out and say, yo, that strength there with everybody that's there. I see TJ, I see Beanie, I see Lali, I see Skank. But nobody not post nobody else. But those were the only 4 artists that I saw. You know what I mean? Where were the others? I know I was overseas. I know you're overseas. But so much of artists there where I say, oh, Bernard there. And Bernard, if we have strength, because right now the African market there, the Afrobeats up there, right now it stays up. You understand? So for kind of show say, yo, here what? As much as I'm African, we're one people.
Show him the love. Yeah.
Show him the love.
Show him the love. I mean, but the good thing is the whole world we are going to say Jamaica away. You understand? Away at it. No matter where you go in the world, at Jamaica do it. We have we're reaching out sports, reaching out entertainment, reaching out music. Jamaica, we're reaching out need to just level certain things. You see me? And on that note, I want to acknowledge something remarkable that just happened. And it's Care for Jamaica. They are responsible for caring for teachers that are not being paid. Because what I'm saying is that if you don't pay the teacher them, how they're going to be function to teach? Without teachers, we fully don't see enough. So teachers are supposed to get paid. I don't understand why they treat teachers like this. Me not get to Jamaica. So care for Jamaica, because a teacher reached out to me, and I'm so glad and happy because I nominated 3 teachers because Care for Jamaica, the CEO and founder of Care for Jamaica, which is DJ Black Barbie, he'll be joining us soon. She called me up and told me to find 3 persons that I want to nominate, 3 teachers. So I reached out, Spanish one of hometown, so I'm going to reach out right there. Hi Black Barbie, she's also on the live, and I reached out and I found I think 1 teacher because the other 2 couldn't find them, and luckily a teacher sent me a DM saying that she's going through this and that and hostel and comfort. And I said luckily we have this thing going on now where they're going to give teachers a little donation and thing and them get up 8 teachers. Where's a bit? They get up 8 teachers. Not being paid. I don't even know. I mean, Black Barbie is on the live and she's going to elaborate a little bit more and let us know what Care for Jamaica is all about. Because we want to shine a little bright spotlight on a person that's doing good, has foundation like myself and Raise a Bee, and making a difference. And she's dealing with the teachers. So we're going to speak to her in a few so she can kind of give us a little idea what is our mission is all about for the teachers of Jamaica. I don't even know if they get paid, but not enough.
So what's the plan? So we're going to finish back to school. We're in July now, I know. In August, I'm busy too. And September school start back. So we're in July now. We have to do some fundraising where we can help give back some books, crayons, and pencils to the students. Because parents, not only teachers, but parents are struggling also. Parents and kids and children are struggling too. I mean, and shoes and uniforms, because there's so many different persons who reach out to me and they just asking for small stuff where they can send back to school. And I honestly got you. We read the people that go through this and have the courage to come out and say, yo, and not afraid to ask. Because if you ask, you can't receive.
That's why we need to join the live now. Sorry about that. The persons are reaching out to me as well. So I had a like I give you mine. So I want to start a drive, a pencil and book, and we're gonna have a little somewhere where you guys can drop off books and bags and whatever it is. And we're asking for donations as well to come in. I don't set up a GoFundMe as yet, but I'm going to do that. Where persons can, because last week the GoFundMe that we did for what's her name? Kimoy?
Yeah.
The baby girl with no legs. Yes, we did a GoFundMe for her, and I got. Hold on, Black Barbie is here. I'm going to explain that a little bit more. All right, so we did a GoFundMe for the little baby without the legs, and I raised $835 and I sent every dollar to. Yes, thank you. I raised $835. No, everything is there, so you can go and look. Don't berate yourself. You can go and look and see for yourself. $835 was raised for that baby girl without the legs.
Because you said it to me was 840, so
$835. And one look, $835. Well, and I sent it to her grandmother. Her grandmother, Paula. She received that. I want to say thanks to everybody who donated. We really appreciate you. And here is DJ Black Barbie. She will introduce herself and let us know what. She's the CEO for Care for Jamaica, and we invited her on the live to speak about her foundation and why did she choose to focus on the teachers that are not getting enough pay.
Okay. All right. So of course I'll go straight to 2 guys. Big up yourself, Raise a Bee.
Thank you. Big up
yourself, the angel. All right. So of course, my charity Care for Jamaica, I started in 2016, right after I graduated college. Yeah. And I was trying to figure out a way how I could give back. But of course, I wanted to, we come from Jamaica, live in America. So why not start back at home? So that's the reason why me and my daughter, she was 10 at the time, decided to, start the charity. So it was geared to feed the homeless. So that's what Care for Jamaica is. We started out, as I mentioned, in 2016. We went to Jamaica and we fed so many homeless people. And I want to say big shout out to the lady at the Airbnb that I rented, because even she felt so impacted by what we were trying to do that she even went to the store and buy sweet treats for the homeless population, which was, I think, the most phenomenal thing ever. And also I had the opportunity, of course, to work with another artist. She goes by the name of Dolly Difference, and she decided to cook. So, she cooked for all the homeless people, which was just amazing. And ever since, she became our ambassador. However, this year, 2023, of course, we decided to focus on the teachers. And the reason why is because, as you know, I'm on the radio, so I'm always going to be covering what is going on in Jamaica and, of course, things that's affecting us globally. And while reporting on the news, I realized that, even though it's not only in Jamaica, it's being affected by teachers not getting paid proper wages, but it's all around the world. So there were a few protests in Europe, also in Jamaica, and teachers wasn't even getting paid from working in the pandemic, which is crazy. Imagine going to work and 3 months later you still haven't gotten paid. So I felt like that was just devastating to actually hear and even try to grasp, because why would you have teachers teach work and not pay them, being that teachers are actually like the pillar of Jamaica, the pillar of society. The whole nation rests on the teachers.
Because without teachers we're fully done.
Because they're the one that is educating the whole entire society, whoever have the opportunity, of course, to go to school. But at the same time, you know, not everybody's going to work in the same area. As you mentioned, you got uptown, you got downtown, but you have to value the teacher who is willing to take on that career and want to help the Jamaican society on a whole. So there's a lot of teachers out there that, you know, again, weren't getting paid. I saw the protests. I also saw this young man who, during the pandemic, he's only 13 years old and decided to actually teach.
Yes, I saw that too. It's from some inner.
And that was so,
I saw that. Commendable.
Yes. So we definitely made him one of the recipients this year to receive a distinction. And also I saw on Raga Shanti, shout out to Raga Shanti, I saw on Raga Shanti page a teacher, Miss Jones, who actually mentioned when the increase, a 20% increase for the politician's salary, which breaks my heart greatly, that you are not going to even increase it that much for the teachers. After you try to get a settlement, teachers still weren't being paid 2 months after the fact. 200, yeah. 200.
Yeah.
That was the worst thing, DJ Black Barbie. That was the worst thing ever.
Yes, and I saw Raga Shanti actually post a video of one of the teachers mentioning that, you know, they can't even find bus fare, taxi fare to go to school. And I was like, oh my gosh, I actually want to help her, you know, and I was trying to find her information and everything, which I ended up doing. I reached out to her on TikTok, which is so hard. Believe it or not, it's hard to give people money. You know,
I know.
Because
it's hard to give money. It's hard to give money and it's hard to receive.
Yeah, imagine because I come to you and I say, I want to give you something. I want to give you some money because I saw a video and I see that you're going through something. And I just want to help because, you know, I'm proud of everything that you're doing and your work is very valuable to the country. So, and as you may know, there's also teachers that's migrating. There's so many teachers that decide to leave Jamaica because
all of this,
because
of everything that's happening,
and everything. So imagine if all of the teachers them left Jamaica. Why go left up Jamaica? Them already there, the done.
What it does?
No shade to the artists that sing the song, but I also saw a coach that mentioned that when it came to chance for the kids to come back and participate for their school, he mentioned that their star athletes decided that they're not going to come back because they wanted to go into the scamming. Like he literally said this, reporting this. I think it was on the Jamaican Star, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is where the next generation is going. Like if there's nobody that is going to get a good education or see the importance of having an education, what is going to be like in society?
That's why I'm so happy that Care for Jamaica is actually doing their part. Myself and Razor B is doing our part, because if it's not love for teaching, some teachers, because of the love and the passion for teaching and the love that they have for children, they would not be in Jamaica. They would have or maybe quit and do a different job. So we're really calling on other persons to help with the teachers, even to just, you don't have to be an everyday thing, just to give them something to let them feel really, really appreciated. Right. And that would make a big difference, because they're really actually not getting paid enough or not getting paid at all. Look at pandemic. They got no pay. Yeah. And we're seeing that Black Barbie, there are persons all over the world that are Jamaicans or are not even Jamaicans, but love our culture and love Jamaica. They're seeing what we're going through, and I'm always asking them to just make us. We are legit. Black Barbie is legit. Myself and Razor B, we are legit.
Yes. 100% of the proceeds went to teachers. I came out of pocket. I gave, and I did not remove anything that I spent, to put on the charity event, to buy t-shirts, everything.
Exactly.
Nothing, 100%. I mean, it's hard for people to give, but we appreciate everybody that actually donated, because, like I said, we were able to assist at least 8 people, which is still something.
And you know what I realized is person's heart, it's not really easy to donate. That's why when we come out as a legitimate person, they know that you can send it to Black Barbie, the Razor B, or the Angel, because we are legit over here. Because it's hard to give, because people think it's a scam, and it's also hard to receive. So when we're lending our voices and our time to come over here and let you know that we are doing it. You understand? So help us to make us say that. Persons here on the live say that. The Razor B, they are saying that the teachers are being neglected. The ancillary staff, are being neglected, and the schools are being neglected. So if we get that money, the Razor B, from Mr. Andrew Holness, that is allegedly, them say, is owed to us and Jamaica people, what's the first thing you would do? What's the first thing you would do with that money then?
The first thing when you do the money?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, big up to IFT.
Wow.
But want
Alright.
IFT, please
Alright,
send me a request. Yes. IFT, big up yourself.
There's so much things to be done, but the first thing I think I would start with is to start building homes, you know what I mean, and get these poor people off the streets. You know what I mean? Because I've always been advocate for the less fortunate. You know what I mean? Because there's so many persons, and then I would lessen the income tax. You know what I mean? For the people who are spending more. You understand? Just to give the lower
tax too high. Yes.
Yeah, we give the lower class a better opportunity to. You know what I mean? Just create better job opportunities for them and pay more. I would raise the salaries where the minimum wage is way too low. I think it's 40. I don't even know how much was the minimum wage now. It's so low.
The minimum wage, I think the minimum wage is 10 grand.
I think it's 14,000. If somebody can correct me. I mean, I need to do a little bit more.
I would say it's about 10 grand. The minimum wage is about 10 grand.
Yeah, which is way too low. That's so low. It's beyond the poverty line.
We're gonna take Ayoptin on the live because I know that he has a lot to say. My brother, Ayoptin. What brother?
Why would you get?
Listen me now.
What are that? Don't tell me about my co-host. You said that is a bigger celebrity. You just cut me off in my talk, you know. And you know that man.
Let's raise the beat.
Raise the beat. I just said Ayoptin will be joining our live because I know that.
Man, don't cut off my bro, man. Don't do my bro like that. I want one with that Wi-Fi.
Don't cut me off.
Yeah, I don't do my bro like that. What's up? What are you doing?
Raise the beat.
Alright.
Raise the beat. I'm sorry, Mr. My co-host. I'm sorry to.
I must say the album up there.
You don't understand what I'm doing.
Album bad.
Yeah, you did. Thank you very much.
You have been one of the poor big yo. The amount of things that we see you used to do active. Why you stop? Are you remember telling us something, you know? I'm sure you are running it.
I'm more motivated. But yeah, what's going on with the Wi-Fi? You must stop speaking. I'm not soon.
You know what
I the local. What go on? You think shaky?
I'm something
I'm finding it.
I'm Puerto Rico.
That's why it's so shaky, man.
Hold on. Let me open on Wi-Fi and connect. Cut me.
Yeah, Wi-Fi. Everybody look clear.
All right, raise the beat. You were saying that what you said, you said it already. So I never cut you off. I just said that enjoy. If I did Buju Bantan, you'd have been alright because you love Buju Bantan.
I love every artist.
Yeah.
You love Buju Bantan more. Buju Bantan is your favorite artist.
More.
You Buju Bantan is your favorite.
If I did party,
I just say, you know what, we have to speak to Ayoptin because I know that he's advocate against these things. I want to hear what his views and plans and thoughts are.
I completely understand, but right in the middle of the train of my thoughts, you just don't, whoa, Ayoptin, Ray, come here.
I didn't say whoa, Ayoptin. I never said whoa, Ray. I said raise the B. I'm gonna accept Ayoptin on the live to hear. Raise the B, Lord.
Rewind the live and tell Bobby, Black Bobby, and all that. So, every friend I'm here,
I did not say that. Raise the B, are you drinking? But you know you can't drink, you know. You know you can't play and drink. So if you don't drink, raise the B, drink water.
You know what I say? Andrew, and this is Mr. Wallace. We're forwarding down to the office. Me and Angel, and we have come talk, you know. And nobody can talk, we have push way through. Because we want to sit down with them and what I reason. Do it again, Angel. Do it again.
Welcome, Ayoptin on Live at 5. We're happy to have you.
Thank you very much. Raise that. The angel love me before she love you, you know. You know what fight with the angel? Jesus. Yeah.
Tell me there.
You man, I'm sister man, I'm Black Bobby, and you don't know raise that of yourself.
Brother, you get that
That's your man.
You're not supposed to be the host no more.
Yeah, I won't fight for the angel. When the whole business done the angel, and me alone, I put my career on the line and be people say, where I do, I say angel and my family. All I think them go, till people start to change.
That's
change
true.
Perspective.
That is true. And I will always love and appreciate you for that. Razor B, you're dear to my heart.
Yeah.
I have said it's dear to my heart.
Yeah,
so it's low. It's just low.
Angel, I see me angel up on a show, man. I'm here in the whole place. I see them boy angel, you know. I'm gonna go up there, I cuss them like dog. Call back angel, but Shelly place.
Yeah, man, a bad girl, man. She wicked them better, man.
Who me know that dog?
No.
You never try to take side for me. You understand what I said?
But yo, listen to me now. Jamaican people.
Yeah.
Jamaican people, they suffer and don't stop suffer.
Why?
Artists like me, listen, artists like me stop put the career and life online for Jamaican people because Jamaican people, they're too near the forest and can't see the trees. and them now support artists like we, because we always have a big collateral damage for them, because these people are loyal. Can I curse on this live?
Yes, man.
No.
Curse.
All right.
No, don't curse. Don't curse.
You cannot loyal to. All right, you cannot
Yeah, we
loyal
can
to
talk without profanity.
because them.
But
I'm
you know,
not
there's still
saying.
good
I'm
people.
not saying it's not
There's
good
good
people.
people in.
But we need people need to suffer and suffer. And Bob Marley said many more suffer. This is where I'm at. But people need to suffer and suffer so they can actually make the change mentally. Because what we're saying now, and what maybe not saying, and what Razor and what the Angel are saying, only thing you have people will sit by the side that can join us. And only thing they want to do is ridicule the effort. They entertain and do that too, you know. Ridicule the effort because we remind them of who they are supposed to be.
Exactly.
So when acting about the fire, the Rasta community say, where am I about fire? Man, a Rasta. Selassie never wear locks. Selassie never come tell no man say I'm a Rasta. And he never wear locks. So what I'm saying, we as Jamaicans and Africans, all we do, once and we started, we always are ridiculous. If Razor B start and the Angel starts something, it's like, we as Jamaicans, we have selective criticism and we have selective fire. And if certain people them like do certain things, they're not about them. And go around them and play them hypocrite role. But certain people don't like them sturdy. But you them really want bone, you know. But you're just collateral damage. You just want to say it because you're an easy target. And this is what Jamaican people been do. Because we are telling people them over the years, put the life on the career over the years. When we go against politics and politicians, our career are black, our everything where we are black in a mainstream. But these people now come together like how people used to come together with Marcus Garvey and Malcolm X and look into it, because Razor B not to burn the fire for poor people. The Angel not to do that. You not to do it, me not to do it. But where we're coming from, these things embedded in us. So we have to make sure that we represent where we have come from. But where we have come from not coming with us. So what is the reason? Why reason you are doing? There's no you not have no difference without. You cannot be a shepherd without sheep. Always remember that. So we have a lead. And you cannot be a leader if you're not followers. Because if no one want to follow you because they feel like you don't have the credential to follow you. And other artists where them look up to and other people where them feel like, oh, I would rather listen to these people. They are procrastinating. They are not doing shit. Because they are there protecting their brand and they're not doing nothing for the people. You understand me? That Razor B do something, me say, Boga artists are ridiculous instead of a giant. This is what I'm saying. When me up on the battlefield and me a burn fire, me a do this and me a do this. All the things them do is sit aside, watch them try to incriminate me, watch them, nobody not defend it, everybody just sit aside, I'm on the mouth coming at them. DJ, me see where them try to do. Say public.
And nobody just like come state.
Just like
how them say they are Razor B
to a next person.
Exactly.
Won't do no must be.
I agree.
Remember saying your salary in dancehall we are earning. Maybe I just have 2 pence to enough for them you are earning. But the amount of charity effort when we see you do, and the amount of something when we see you do, and you get no reward for it. But you still do it. I'm not discouraged of it because remember saying a mankind glory you come from. And the universe and God ever reward you.
I remember awarded with Humanitarian of the Year. Shaggy was in that same nomination. Sean Paul, you see goals. I am the proudest recipient of Humanitarian of the Year award.
But they don't globalize these things because the people them want to get it, never get it. But if they
because they can't get it because I'm the one who has been recognized. I'm the one that put in the work. With a rain, sun, or shine, with a cotton. So at the end of the day, I don't have the monetary support because I have to be going in pockets. I don't have no government body or no big sponsor giving me anything from a foundation. And I keep pushing because everybody else has this big company behind me back them. I don't have that and I still push out and do my thing.
Power come now, Angel. Listen how power come now. If you represent a diaspora, which is poor people, right?
Yeah.
All who on the life don't understand the word. If you represent some people who are poor, the less fortunate, and the less fortunate make a collective effort to support Angel. That is how Angel gain the power. So the bigger heads them will listen to you. All right. Let me tell you how collective effort is very imperative. Who don't understand that collective effort is important? Who don't understand that collective effort work? Why did them come out and the whole of Jamaica suffer? And them raise road that pay from 7 million to 20 million. So it's triple. And all the MPs them. I'm not saying a politician is supposed to get paid. I'm not saying that a man doing work is supposed to get paid. Bro, but they're not doing work for less fortunate. Only the private sector. Only the private. No, I'm not saying man not to get paid, but only the private sector. And I know the money where Bill Gates gave for COVID, we're not getting none of that. That's one different topic. Anyway, if you were doing the job of people like you, when you just are coming in politics, the speech that you gave us. Me never voted and me did vote for you. No much of my friend me tell you to go vote for you. And I will have a BNP friend me because what you were saying was so convincing to the less fortunate. Jamaica is a chain reaction country. So if you fire if you stop Razor B from make money, 20 other people and 30 other people now no job with through Razor B. If you lock down Stone Love, the gate man now no pay, the cashew man now no pay. It's a chain reaction country. And a non-traditional jobs run Jamaica. See, non-traditional jobs run Jamaica.
Facts.
We don't have no infrastructure for nothing. We don't have no resources. We don't have no backside. We don't own nothing in Jamaica. So all of the non-traditional jobs then get ruined. See? Only thing the youth them do is trick the youth them so they forget for traditional lawyers, doctors, all of these things because they want to keep that algorithm with force my son to be lawyer, doctor, all of these things. And when they qualify, them say them overqualified, there's no work in the country for them. So they have to be a lawyer and then they go and Burger King manager work. So what is the purpose of me owing student loan and all these things? These people just build up this government house so much $1 million and that is then claim to fame. What about building a regional hospital? There's no regional hospital in the Caribbean. The money want to take by that could have been a regional hospital and equipment we're not in the Caribbean none at all. So everybody has to come to build that.
But isn't that what
but people now go listen. You now go hear. Mr. Highlights.
It must
no, Mr.
be
Hold
here,
on.
but
Let me finish. Mr. Highlights some example so people can understand. What did them raise them pay and the whole Jamaica come together.
100%. Yeah.
Whole Jamaica come together. Both upper class. Jamaica come together. Both upper class, middle class, and lower class. And they make change in a 24 hours. So that will show the people themselves. The people the government them not really have the country. The government supposed to work for you. So if the Angel and Razor B and you
and that's what
come together and the whole country support, we have to see changes. But
We have to.
But if you don't know a pep on the back of heel and nobody now support you, then you're not going to look like the bad apple and people are going to shoot out. So they support. So that's why I say the people them. It's not even the government, because the government can change anytime. The government was placed. God was put in a system to run where we have been manipulated and been mashed up. So him come with him speech and him come and him have maybe from the initial stage him have some genuine thing. But when him forward in there, the algorithm he can't change it. So him have to just manipulate the algorithm and make it even worse. Mm-hmm. So if we come together and say, so we can have no government in our country because we have a governor general.
Exactly.
So we can delete the government of the country if we come together.
Yeah.
We can take over the country and run the country.
The thing is,
but without a government or something.
The thing is, alright, the first I have been.
Unity, once we unify.
And it's
no,
hard.
It's not hard. Hard, hold on, hard. It should, could.
Alright, let I interject for a minute. Let I interject for a minute. I have to say the government failed us. We all know this because the promise that he made to us, it did not fulfill it, right?
No, Angel. No, Angel. The government don't fail us. We fail us.
No, but everything they're going to say government. So I'm just saying that what they had promised because you had mentioned that earlier. I have seen that.
No, we have to change the talk and say we fail us.
Yeah, but
because we
remember
are
you mentioned that earlier. Say him when he came out to start the campaign, he made a promise that he would help the poor people them and all these things.
Yes.
And he never fulfilled that promise.
Yes, but
so we're saying that he never fulfilled
the algorithm, the government algorithm, the matrix cannot change. There's no individual can change that. So if Razor B come a year yard and Razor B wear shoes outside, Razor B demonstrate, Razor B wear shoes outside, and come at the Angel yard and the Angel don't wear shoes in their house. If Razor B want to enter into your house, he have to take off his shoes because you don't wear shoes none at all or stay out the door. So the government is a matrix and the government have an algorithm which cannot be changed because the matrix and it benefit all of them. Hold on. No, listen, I'm not finished. It cannot be changed if they are the top of the head of the street. Until we take the power, that's how you can change it. So when they come and say, car seat in that thing, all of they come together and say, no, that is too soon. They know that the government should make a plan and put it in House of Parliament, and the House of Parliament should sign off to it before they bring it to the public. A Jamaica alone, they just make something and just change it immediately and people feel adjust to it. Before you go down to the people that are.
But I think that is based on people not being involved in the decisions that is happening in the society. You know how normally you don't have like town hall and people are not making the effort. And the Jamaican government knows that Jamaicans are so complacent that they're not going to try to do anything. And that is the reason why there's been change now since COVID happened where people is trying to protest. This is the first time in so many years that Jamaicans are actually being vocal. But I feel like the reason why things are the way it is because the government knows someone not going to nothing. They know something that's going to go with the flow. But you see, when you guys actually come together, that is how change is made. And I think it's a mindset to think that, all right, it's already this way. So it's going to stay this way. Is how
But listen, but me
You have
give
to
them
come together.
simple
You have
method.
to
Why do you
make
mean
steps.
about the fire for them? Give them simple method. You cannot, just like in America, black people always try to want Americans or the system of America to validate them. You're not from America. Even though you build the country, the system is not for you once you wear black skin. It's not for you. Until we build our own algorithm, that's how we are going to be successful. Jamaicans, you cannot protest. You go out with bag of placard and go protest, an all-time protester. Only thing you're going to do, police are going to come beat you and you're going to incriminate yourself. Because they're going to set boundaries where you're going to incriminate yourself.
Alright.
Me tell you now, the protest. You want to protest?
Yeah.
Stop the government job. No police no work today.
But you know, things
You
that
want
we
protest?
cannot do
Listen, you want
anything
protest?
that you
The police them where fight crime and violence and gunman shoot off from. Because don't feel like they want crime and violence to stop. Because crime and violence, the youth them in the ghetto just know say, una just collateral damage. Crime and violence was placed to run the system. We need criminal to occupy it. The police, the jail cell is a business.
Yeah.
They get paid for that. The prison is a business. Judges are business. Lawyer is a business. All of these things is a business, right? Everything is a business. Remember say, bro, God go cut ribbon for vaccine to come in our country. Or you never cut ribbon for crime and violence because it keep your algorithm important. We know say, me turn criminal, this man turn criminal. We lock up someone and look important like we're doing work. But if the police them have a black road, teachers them will take our pity them, our unruly pity them every day and take care of them. And them something and raid. And teachers now get paid. Police are black road. All the police them have to do is don't go work. The soldier them just don't go work. The lawyer them just don't go work. The doctors, everybody just don't go work.
So basically, we have
That is what it is.
Just
We
don't
have
go work.
unite.
If the government
We unite.
no
Yeah.
robot bus, no taxi,
Yeah.
nothing. None of them
But
something
that's
else don't go work for a week. See, I tell me someone can't survive. There's nobody
Yeah.
in Jamaica even dead for hungry.
The teacher them actually
When the
do that.
teacher them a do it, the
When
fireman
they
them
decide
the different. The
Yeah,
teacher.
that's what
Everybody, once
the
no matter which
Yes.
part, the
I
teacher
agree.
did, the mechanic did, everybody, and
Yeah.
lock down the country, like how the man in Trinidad, they take over the country.
I agree. And that's the best form of protest. But that's what I'm saying. Like, instead of saying don't do anything, this is how you have the conversation for what can you actually do that can cause some kind of change or effect to the Jamaican government. That's why a lot of the government workers didn't go to work. Everybody
Yeah, but when them go work,
So what's
when
gonna
them now
happen?
go
It's
work,
gonna
the
affect
police them still
and
go
they
work.
have
We have
to
the
do
same
something.
problem. The soldier them still go work, and the robot tax they still have to be a
Because the thing is,
collective
the thing is,
effort. Just like when
everybody is
Angel,
affected.
that's when
Yeah.
Angel have said,
Yes,
and Razor
yes.
you have said, you have other artists who have said, I cloud them a look. You know, so it defeat the purpose
But
of
we're
what you're
not,
really
yeah.
doing. And the
Yeah.
problem lie with us. Because if me, for instance, if me but one girl and I can exploit the girl and she give me everything and she can exploit, what gonna stop me from doing it?
What we're
I know, but this is the thing. You guys have big platforms, so you use your platform to get that out there. Sometimes you have to like drown out the noise of where you feel like people have said this is what you do for. That's how you
Yes,
know
but
what
listen,
you're doing it for.
listen up,
you know
listen.
deep down in
The
your
reason why-
heart that
no,
you want
no,
change and
no,
you want
man.
better. So you
Listen,
just do it.
Bobby,
Do it
Bobby,
without other
listen.
people.
We only
The
read.
naysayers.
What me I tell you, it's harsh, but that's South Africa. We are reason for the surface. The reason why Marcus Garvey powerful and Nanny from the Maroons is because they have supporters. And people who don't believe, because belief is an illusion, who know the importance of the effort.
But we are at them.
So basically,
You see the donations that I give to those 8 teachers. All 8 teachers said that they actually anything that I'm doing with the charity, they want to volunteer their efforts. So that's what I'm saying. It's like a domino effect. People DHL help. People Razor B help. Those people who know and actually impact them will actually want to make that conscious effort to
Because
be a part of the
the
change.
people in mind, the people
Alright,
in
so
mind.
Black Barbie, what her mission is to care for Jamaica is to help with teachers that are underpaid or no pay at all. She had also done a really good, identified 8 teachers that she donated. And they really, really appreciated it.
Big up to
Everything,
Yeah, man,
get a big up a page about that. Myself, what I'm saying.
What I'm saying. Sorry for
Let me just say what I'm saying, then you can finish. In terms of all of us contribution, my foundation deals with the elderly and children, and most in recent times that we see a lot of schools are being affected in terms of crime and violence has increased in schools, a lot of bullying, a lot of killing, a lot of murder, a lot of things happening in schools, right? And when we visited these schools, myself and Razor, we realized that a lot of things are not there. Schools don't have the camera, schools don't have the security. There's no supporting team, there's nothing at all in most of these schools that are being affected. So myself and Razor, our mission is to save the youth of Jamaica, because we can't do everything. We can't do everything. So I'm saying to Ioctane, what would be your suggestions moving forward in terms of if you see the Prime Minister of Jamaica and the owners that we actually tagged, all those money that are owed to us, what would you do with it, or what would you say to him if he give us that money then? what would you say to him? Or if we get that money, what is your suggestion in terms of what we do with the money?
The only danger, you will never get that money until we come together. You never get that money until we come together. Listen, Jamaicans are working like the farm ant. So we have 5 fingers, and one of my fingers do this, and the next one I do this, and the next one I do this. We have a different and we have to do this. That's the only way we get result is when we come together. There's no other way you can get result unless we come together. All of these that we're doing is imperative and is great, but it's not gonna be a one-off thing because when Black Barbie do this for the teachers, they still go into the job and being underpaid.
But it creates awareness. It creates a bigger awareness. And when you come on the live now and you're talking, it creates more awareness.
It creates awareness, but it creates minute awareness. That's why I embedded it in the people.
It doesn't matter how minute is race. I have seen at least it's been impacted. I know what I like to. When we come out and we are crying for the support, Razor B, and I have seen and Black Barbie, we don't get the support. Only they can hear. Good job, the Angel. Good job. We really want your voice in.
Angel, but I did that. Me I try to show you. That me the same thing where I say. Me I tell you. So when I said to you, say these people that we're defending, they're not looking for us to defend them. They are looking for other people. So what they want to be justified and validated, but they don't want it from me and you. So
but other people they're not
doing it. So that's the problem. They're not doing it.
Trust and believe. As simple as this, it'll reach. As simple as this, because they know that when it comes down to me and integrity, but I'm 100%. So then, and Razor B and yourself and Black Barbie, we're coming together as voices. What they are, put your one and come on the live, commenting that we're doing a great job. We have to unite as artists, so we have to be the voice.
1 month.
The voice.
You want the country change? 1 month now, kill you Jamaica. 1 month, nobody do not see government in that country.
I think 48.
Of course, when election come up, nobody na put on nothing go vote for them. Just do it for 1 month. I want to see changes. Just 1 month. So when they come 1 month, them take on a serious. So anything want to put out there, they have to immediately look on it to make certain changes or go in a period of time when the changes are going to make. You understand? Go in a period of time when the changes are going to make. Remember, I know, me tell the bro God said, don't take no pay for 6 months, and if you love the country, not take pay for 6 months, and every time you get a $9 million there, you disperse it in a garrison community. Every 26 of the month, or the 28 of the month, every 26 of the month, or the 28 of the month, you still get your pay. Your life, your maid get paid, your kidney them, your boy them still go to high school them, you get paid, you get paid, your driver them get paid, everything get paid, and you get your $8 million every month, and plus government get perks, and you get this, you don't spend money, you don't pay tax, none of them something. See? How can we have a country and we have one light system, which is manufactured, but we can't have a country and we have an option with no EPS, because you get tired with the people that pay and the owe the people that because you manipulate the country. Oh, we can have road and we don't own the road. So my kids them are going to pay for the road and phone kids them are going to pay for the road. Only can have on the backside. Only sell it on the backside. Only do everything.
Yeah, Jamaica sell out. Jamaicans is sold out.
No, keep them maroons. Keep them maroons them off for the land. Keep them maroons them off for the land and mine out that and rare. See? Why my brother when you're L.A. Lewis, so people say mad, but L.A. Lewis is a very intelligent individual. Him speaks something important for people to know. But them put it out like he's a madman. No, he's a brilliant dude. Just listen to him I say. See? I have to understand Jamaicans have so much rights, but you don't abreast about the rights that you have. If you want them prime minister and government and opposition leader is coming into the House of Parliament and say, you are do this wrong and you are do this wrong. And when he raise the pay, well, yeah, everybody silent across the board.
Yeah. I mean, I don't come out with someone and say, what is?
Everybody in the House of Parliament. So then, bro, got no bother again, because them raise my pay from 7 million to 15. So why am I talk about 8 million bonus plus?
Yo, speaking of that, the other day when we voiced somebody in commentary, I reached out to several different radio stations. And I think only 2 radio stations has never played that record, because the rest of them said the government own and they cannot play, they don't want to lose their jobs. I could not believe it. And this song was different in the people of Jamaica. I'm not even going to say poor people. It was different in the people of Jamaica. So when I say,
alright, you know so much fire, you know so much fire.
We join along with what we're doing, because they feel like Razor B might put out this record for some high bars of recognition. It's not about that. It's for awareness. You know what I mean? So open up your eyes.
Brother.
See what's happening. You know what I mean? It's get a better country.
Alright, you ask me why I stop.
The DJ they never play, this record they never play.
And they're not gonna play. They're not gonna play because you're not valid.
Look at Pray for Love. Yeah. Look at Pray for Love.
That's a song that is praying for love in the schools, love in the homes, love for our country, and uniting. And you know, get the recognition because that's how they do it. They recognize the songs that are inciting crime and violence, and the ones that are really uplifting and educating, they don't play it. But listen to me. Me never stop what I do. I am not gonna stop on my mission, because if I was watching people, even when I was doing my, even now, feeding people, feeding the elderly, and providing food for them on a 4 times for the year, care packages. And if I was following people, I would not do it because it's so hard. And I even came out and I cried. So at the same time, I don't believe in giving up and failing. I am saying we are not here to change the whole entire Jamaica.
Angel, me know why you keep up in the Angel. But me know why you approach it like how you approach it. Me why you approach the people then. So me know why you go put up the style and go stand up in the sun and feed nobody if them not support you. Yeah.
No,
you understand? Them need for support you. Them need for support you.
My little elderly people feed. My elderly people never me feed like 4 times for the year. Me must go there and give them a food? Me not understand.
No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying the effort them we have to put out. If the people them, the less fortunate, they can say they want them see where if them not come and support Angel, why do it?
Alright, let me use in a simple term. Alright.
Do support Angel. Come support Angel.
Sorry, I want to put the fact from
So they can't hard the walk. I'm going to them all people, you know.
Well, I want to put...
You don't understand what I'm saying. You don't understand what I'm saying now. You don't understand what I'm saying. I'm not talking about the people, all people that we give food. All people that we give food, they're representing a diaspora. I'm speaking about the diaspora.
Oh!
Yes. So you're representing a diaspora. The diaspora need to support you.
I understand. They need to
so
stand
when Angel got half a tree, yes, when Angel and Razor got half a tree for ram up. All people when want no food, we come support on for the effort we do.
It's true. And we don't get that. We really don't get that. We don't get that.
You understand what I'm saying?
When the little girl throat was slashed at Brayton Primary School and she was taken away from her school, she lost her life. When the young man at Cumberland High School was brutally stabbed up and the little girl got raped by a 56-year-old man, an 8-year-old. And we go there and we say, yo, we need a change Jamaica. We don't say nobody. All the Tanya Stevens came. Also,
for example, big up Afrobeat, big up Burna Boy. But me I use him as example. Burna Boy come to Jamaica and whole Jamaica run back at Burna Boy.
We saw that.
And nothing is wrong with that. I don't want a man clickbait, nothing wrong with that. That is how Jamaican people should be running behind it, because less fortunate is in the country. Less fortunate is too loyal to stupidness. You're loyal to green and you're loyal to red. You ask me, Razor B, why I stop off by fire? You know, see me, I burn fire and all of a sudden you have to a criminal. Me know if I see every bad man in a Jamaica. Me been a do it, the angel been a do it, we been a go get over sing. But my voice is so loud and so effective, so they try to incriminate Actane because they want to silence me. And there's no the artists them with them on the hierarchy and them people they sit aside and say, alright, go and be, we want you to be big. Be the guinea pig. I go say if it work. Because what we're doing now as black people and as Jamaican, all of us stand behind the winning line to celebrate when Razor B bust the card. We say, yes, Razor B, but the 100 meter, the 50 meter, the 10, when the race just start, them not there with you. And that is the problem, because we have the people them have to there with your angel. When them there with you, they motivate you and them do these things. You understand? If you understand, say you have your youth, you must do it in an angel. You get up every single day and do this thing. And it take time, it take effort, it take all of these things and watch it. The government does a lot. We takes a lot. Fire.
That's why I'm publicly reaching out to Andrew Holness or government of Jamaica. And
Andrew Holness never answer you. He never answer you until the effort. Until the people, the diaspora, start to move with you. So you say, me I go to over parliament, the diaspora move with you and I feel listen to you.
Me go there. So if when you go up there, then they will come, and I feel them business. But me and Razor B is going up there. We're going to let the public know that we're going. So if we go up there and they don't want to listen, we're going to just say, okay then. We have lost.
So the people, them now, we are come together, brother. The people, them are Rima Forest, and the people, them are jungle, and the people, them. What is a borderline? You kill a brother for years, over imaginary line. Geographically, there is no line.
Yeah. So
the bridge is the line. Oh, any man pass that bridge is dead. Geographically, there is no line. Why it is important? Why uno so important when it comes to politics? But you're not after. Just look on these things. You're too near the forest, you can't see the trees. Why they don't want to duplicate no more Marcus Garvey and duplicate no more Bob Marley? Why Bob Marley is not earning any money? Bob Marley bigger than every Jamaican and bigger than Jamaica. Bob Marley brand bigger than Jamaica brand. Why Bob Marley is not on the money? Because Bob Marley is a freedom fighter. Razor B is a freedom fighter. When the Angel go up on stage, that is a persona. The Angel is a persona, but Angel, you got a woman you see right, there's a true color that. Razor B, we see right, there's a true color that. Razor B have a persona, there's Razor B persona, I have 10 persona. But we self as a humanitarian, that's a different thing. Like, with a different thing. Where the support for that? If when we set up something opportunity and black it up, and the whole is a ripple effect, and Moby see that. Moby go black up too, and these are people say that it go black up too, and the people say that it go black up too. But when we go there, 10 people there, and 12 people, the government never sit aside and they laugh. They sit aside and laugh and say, watch that soon diluted. And what you doing it for? We can't just do these things for 10 people alone. We can't do these things for 5 people alone. We have to do it for millions of people.
I know that the government. I know the government.
One of the reasons why. I think one of the reasons why George Floyd got the result that he got
collective effort.
Because of the collective effort right across the board. You know what I mean? Right now, there's
so
a movie.
So if it got
right now, when I know there's a movie called right now there's a movie called Sounds of Freedom. I mean, I encourage everybody to watch it. It's about the transportation and the trafficking of children. And they're black in this movie. This movie is only showing it. I just as my daughter that told me about this movie. Meanwhile, we're out here advocating for children and women. I never heard about this movie before. They're blacking it. They don't want nobody to see how these billionaires are taking advantage of these children. Big men asleep with 5 and 6 year old boys and girls. Sound of Freedom. People, please go watch it. Put it up on the screen. Sound of Freedom. It's shown in America. In America, go watch it in Canada. Watch it in Jamaica. It's not shown nowhere else in the world. One of them 2 countries in a certain theater. And the smallest theater they put it in. You understand? So if you decide to say you want to bring all your family, sometimes you can't begin to. And they must say move the soul up. You have to move the soul up. Because they try not to pay for people to watch it. These are the things that are actually happening.
Go ahead.
Black Barbie. Angel, Black Barbie, and Razor B. If Burger King employ you, I'm going to talk layman terms. Burger King employ you as an employee. And the man who own Burger King is the employer. As an employer. You work for him. Tell me which day you can go Burger King and make the manager work for you. Which day? And kick you out and replace him. So if the government's supposed to work for us, which worker we work for we? Flip it and make we work for them. You not get the justice. They are worker. We are the employer. We employ them. They are the employees.
That is why.
Employees. So if minimum wage. If minimum wage just add on $2,000. Broker did a big nose. A $2,000 for add on to your pay too. Who you man?
Yeah.
Who you? So the things that me are telling you, these are the things that me are telling the country because what them do now, them boil it down to a singular. And that is what I mash up Jamaica. There's no plural anymore. It's only singular. So if the Angela do something beneficial to me, then me join. Nobody in the business, but everything is me. That's why I have so much crime about it. But listen now, what the Angela do and where Razor do is imperative and where Black Barbie is imperative because you might feel like my kids them are alright and me have money and me take care of them are alright. But remember, say, your kids, them are going to go out in the world, go mix up with the Razor B kids, them, we know, alright. And Razor B kids, them are going to mash them up because you can't dictate what your kids, them are going to do with other kids. So when my kids, them alright, the Angel kids, them are alright, everybody kids are alright. So you have a leveling playing field.
My producer was just sharing.
You have your people, them uptown. You have your 2 sons, them uptown and feel like you send them a campaign and them a go on. They might come marry 2 ghetto girls, you have a bust them head because your wife comes from the ghetto.
Precisely. There's still hope for Jamaica, I have seen. There's hope for Jamaica, and in respective of everything.
No, just one country. No, we don't have hope on that. Illusion.
I have seen it is good that you're pointing out a lot of these things. So when we're going up there, me and Razor B, we know where we're going. We know what our approach should be. Because whether we have the support or not, or no support, we are going to go up there because we really want to put forward to him what him can do to make a change.
Let it go with the people. Let it go. Walk up for Africa.
I hope that they come.
When the government messed up Razor B, nothing enough to go school.
Yeah.
I want to get Scotland Yard done a piano. Scotland Yard a piano. That's why we have a governor general. Them a piano for running country. Them a piano for influencing people.
Definitely like that's them. That's the good start. The good start is everybody just.
The other day when they take away the young girl from school, I said that joke that she died with tears in her eyes. It's the same thing I came out and I said, why are people going to school the next day? Why are school open the next day? Why teachers are going to school? Why principals open them school? Lock down the school? Why parents are sending them? Could be any one of our children. could have been any one of our children. Why are they going to school? Then it's not going to stop because it's like, okay, oh, it's not my baby.
Brother, you have
Not my baby,
to deal with, brother,
Because-
listen enough people. Listen, let me teach enough people. You have to deal with Jamaica like Sodom and Gomorrah. This when it chilling God and God say, yo, here we go. And if you find one more man like you down there, then stay at the city. Because a yin and yang run the place. The good is just imperative at the back. So that's why I said the angel, if them people now follow you, bring your charity and bring your thing go globally in some other places in the world. The people are gonna love you and cherish. And then Jamaicans is an overseas kind of thing where them see people bust overseas, they accept them. So them stay down there. So watch your style then. Your charity not just stop at Jamaica, bring it over the world and make them see say other people. You're important to other people. Your message is important to other people because watch you know. If them people not support you, it's like you push water up in like pump.
Yeah, because the thing is, as a humanitarian like myself, I'm doing so much IAPTN. I don't get the monetary support from nobody at all. I reached out, I beg, I ball, and the funds are the ones that really help me and pour in and help me. No organization nor nobody don't see the need because we're dealing with the elderly here and children. And it's clear because I share everything and I don't really get the support, and that don't let me give up because when I turn my back on these elderly persons, Easter I fed 700 people, December I fed 1,000 people, and I started to go on and I have to put down everything and our multitask. And I can't put down myself as an aunt or a mother or whatever. So I have to merge everything and pushing. And Jamaicans abroad and yard, persons that are successful, companies that can do it and can help me. Everybody turned the blind eye to me, honey bun, big up on themselves. I mean, they gave me stuff, so I acknowledge them, and the people of Jamaica, fans, them give me little stuff here and there.
Yo,
but at the end of the day,
everybody to come and march, you do not labor rights and PMP, the angels believe in the money, make goosebumps touch my skin, that's why I'm not too, because them topic, I say everybody if you march with Uno, when people say people are moving, Uno, there's nothing move a movement. A movement is very imperative. There's nothing move a movement. That's why when a young artist get one song anywhere in the world and he create a movement, everybody follow it. Why do you think Afrobeat is the biggest movement? Everybody follow it. So you need a movement in the country. Why make the angel not feed nobody if them not come out for move, them talk for you? Who attack for you, feed them. Who sit down in the yard, stay hungry. Then if you come march with you and talk for you and move with you because there's nobody else doing this thing. Everybody is silent. There's nobody else doing it.
It's mostly the elderly, and you're very, very right because I feed the whole of Spanish Town. I take care of when it comes on to giving back in terms of the care packages and what I'm doing for my country. And persons not only come from Spanish Town, they come from the 14 parishes to come and get them care package. So at the end of the day, let's say, the angel come out and I cry for you, the people, especially the children, because that's my aim. For the young people, Razor, the young people I obtain, the young people, Black Barbie, those are the ones that I want to save. The violence against crime and violence against women and children. That's what my mission is all about. You understand what I'm saying? So I am coming out and it's doing so much, and I'm not getting the support. So it's demotivated. But every week we're doing this, so they're seeing what we're doing. I obtain come on the live, that's a plus. Queen Africa come on the live, that's a plus. Vegas come on the live, that's a plus. So every week they're gonna see somebody coming on the live, and we're lobbying against these things. So with all this said and done, then I would say, all right, then we have pop up. But all this said and done, I would say, all right, then we have to pop up and we have to go out a garden house and we're going to go to the Prime Minister and this is what we're going to do on this day. Then we make us see what happens because we don't do it yet. Because
AHL, some people understand it. We as black people, especially Jamaican, we're so broken, right? And everybody have emotional scars and we create a persona. There's not 100 people in Jamaica that is living their true life and what they really feel. Everybody are living, 90% of the people are living through a persona. So they create a persona and people take on to that persona because they like that persona more. But the real person behind the persona is dying, it's deteriorating, right? So people are living through a persona. So that person, when they create a persona, that persona is seeking, want to be validated. Only thing that persona they are seeking validation. So let me break it down to layman terms. In every organization, there is love. So no food now come out of crime and violence because the most love them get is amongst that community. They don't love them. They man them around them and say, yes, you I want here, general. Speak it, I want here. Yeah, man, you lift on the boy, man, you shut up, man, I want here, say, money, man, go buy that. They want to feel validated. So when them every organization have, when women are sell up them front and back road and rear, they have a group of people, they come together and they speak and their language and they validate each other and nobody now ridicule them. The youth them start to look upon crime like crime is not even a crime. This is a surrounding that I'm in and I'm seeking validation. I've been loved here. My father never loved me and my mother never loved me. After take me on 9 wings and he loved me. So if he tell me if he shoot a man, I gotta do it and love me. These are persona love and people want to be validated so much. So that's why I say, yo, we have to deal with the people them and show them, say, yo, listen to me. fake love where you go for it now go work. That's why people grab onto politics too much and grab onto hope and faith, because every time we realize that they might do something, tell them something, say, all right, we have a change, and people looking for change
and it
so
never
much.
changes.
So
The
the definition get wrapped up in change. Them soundtrack of them existence get wrapped up in one change so much. While them now make changes to feed themselves.
So in other words, the people are crying for. So in other words, the people are crying for change, and they are not making change for themselves. So until you make change for yourself, you will never get a change.
You're not gonna get no change, and this is why me I say people who can't be angel and them people that sacrifice themselves and raise and them sacrifice themselves every day to fulfill your thing, because them not have to do it without you supporting them. The changes where you're gonna make, have to support them.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
the mindset.
So when you support them and organizing and get big, and they say, bro, God, we don't want $20, we want $50. You have to go on $50. And that is where you're not gonna see the result. Because if you don't support them, you just knock on the door like this. The light, the nose, the light, the sound loud. Mm-hmm. So we want the sound loud, and the sound and loud by effort and collective effort. So when they make a move, we make a move. So I say, look, I love in all organizations. People nowadays is seeking, want to be validated. Why do you think every woman alter them body, and every man have business, and everybody do that, and everybody alter picture, and them have AI picture now, and people put up AI picture, look with better version of themselves, and rare. This is what people see themselves, because when new type of communication is sight, and your sight is the weakest sense of all your senses. Your sight are your weakest sense. Because you can be fooled through your sight 1 million times now. You're fooled through your ears and your mouth, and you're smelling and you're tasting. See? Your sight, unless your third eye open. So your sight is the new way of. That's why everything you have your phone. So me walk through the airport and watch a woman that can lick up in me, and she walk about 3 miles, can lick up in me, and don't take her head out of her phone. And when she lick up in me, she oh sorry, your sight. And what they on the algorithm.
So basically, before we end this program, I really want to hear everybody's suggestion moving forward, because myself and Razor B, if we never continue this, because we get discouraged by our own fellow co-workers without even suggestions. We get discouraged by people, we co-work, and them not supporting us, or we are what we would have thought they would. But when them see IACTN join us this week, last week was Queen Africa, regardless of who them come say. You understand what I say? And Mr. Vegas, it makes a big difference. Then them say Black Barbie, we are making movements, and I think a lot of artists are making movements in silence, and we do not want that. We want you to come and say enough is enough. We really want change, because if we don't lend our voices to change, then Jamaica is going to go under. So we're just trying to save what we have, which is rich, is Jamaica. Every artist, whether you're a movie star, actress, model, whatever celebrity, I think they come to Jamaica for something that we have. We don't even know what we have. So before we close this, I want to hear what Black Barbie's suggestion is in terms of change. I will trickle it down with IACTN and Razor B, because we are the voice of change.
Okay, so my first suggestion is that people need to be the change that they want to see. So you have to do what you would like to see somebody else do. And I would like for Jamaican people to come out of that mindset that nothing is going to change, because when you put that negativity out there, it's hard to see the positive that is right in front of you. I agree 100% that unity is definitely what we need. I get it, protesting is something that you may feel like, it's a waste of time, but it's not. You guys have to take action in order to see something different happen. And you have to hold the government accountable. They have to be held accountable for not doing what you, the Jamaican citizen, actually pay with your tax dollars for them to do. The teachers need the support more than anyone else, because basically have it, we don't call it kind of like a daycare system, because you leave your children with the teachers most of the day and they need your support. And I feel like the most important thing is parents, be very productive in your kids' life. Yeah. Have conversations with your children. Be that positive influence that they need, because everything starts with you. Let them know that they can have dialogue with you. Sometimes it's the fear of having certain conversations, but you need to let your children know that you are the safe space. I feel like once parents, it starts at home, parents actually take that initiative to be present in your children's life. It can cancel out all the negativity of them wanting to be with the in crowd and be easily influenced by peer pressure. So I just feel like it's not just one thing that can cause change, but we have to do what we know is easy for us to start with first. So
Bobby, your son gone.
Yeah, Bobby's son gone.
Yes, Barbie, your son gone. All right, then.
Yes,
okay,
I just want all my Jamaican people to just come together and let's
thank you, Black Barbie. I have been
and feed the homeless.
People, I'm telling you, sir. you will never be a human being and fulfill a full true purpose on earth if you continue to be a slave. And 99% of Jamaicans and black people are slave. Who are slave, right? Mentally. Because they give us a priority list that you're not on. They give you things that you prioritize, but you yourself not on the priority list. When you ask that, how much Jamaicans, how much people in Jamaica can take a real hour for themselves and it affect them way of life? If you can take 2 hours for the day, or a day for yourself, and you don't affect it. The only time you can take it is when you're on vacation or you're sick. So, you have to create a priority list that you can put yourself on it. Not just things that you prioritize, your kids, your life, your this, your that, rare. Not because you prioritize something, don't necessarily mean you're on the priority list. That have to just occupy your brain and take up your time and shift and buy till you reach 40. Don't move your mind from working till you're 60 for pension. Because when you're 60, enough we get impotent. We don't understand that. We can't use your body no more. We're done.
Yeah.
You understand? So you have to do it now while you're young and understand. So you're not a slave. If you walk off of your job today because you want to walk off of your job for the importance and the betterment, you're not supposed to affect you because you have to understand. So you're not a slave. Move your mind from just being a slave mentality. How much youth in Jamaica where you kill people really? The person where you kill, you're not people that really have a problem with you or just ego. Like when last a man kill a man and it have some connection for something deep. And some little trivial things that happen because of bag of ego and bag of this and bag of that. So we really don't have a problem amongst each other. We just used to razor bee, chop some money up the road, and I say my own Dan. I mean I say, oh, I want Dan fair in the place. That's how we kill a razor bee for. So really look if you really have no enemy for you. So this is the system that you're in for self-destruct. So if we have a self-destruct and self-destruct, how you think it'll happen? No change is not gonna make unless you change within yourself. Me weigh 256 pounds and I never like how me look. I me just change my diet and change everything and me 150 at all. So me have to change.
Alright, that's right. Alright.
Yeah. So me have to change how me set me things to get changes. So you have to change the way you see things and change the way how you want. Sacrifice, make a sacrifice that benefit the whole country because anyway you don't change, you have to always get the same result from government. And when Brogad come out, when next man will come to the same thing, we have the same problem. And all of the effort that we put over the years and we come together and collect it effort, boom, and angel, and raise up. The artists them will come on the program just with point out without no solution. Everybody have their own opinion. But don't come on the program with an opinion without a solution. You know, go ahead.
I said that too.
Not try that with some other people.
No, I said that too because I have seen, and I'm happy that you concur what I say because nobody now gonna bully me over yourself because me start this and we started for change and we started with the right thing. So nobody now gonna fight the finger for me because enough of them. If walls put up, me not have to stick it to the mic because I mean I'm not hide. I am defending the people and I'm defending the youth of Jamaica.
Me can't
use their voices to make a difference. So they come criticize me and me and that do.
Yes, you can't talk. Uno don't like me. Uno don't like me. I wanna know better than me on stage. I wanna afraid of me when they touch stage and them something. So uno like me. I mean, 1 minute lead song already. I mean, I need no collab from uno. So listen, if me I do collab, I do it naturally. Me not say me not do it, but I need it. Listen, stop company program without solution. Stop pointing fingers without a solution. Every man entitled to their own opinion.
You look like a light of world. You batch your razor. You batch your something wrong with the razor.
Stop pointing fingers without solution. If you don't have a solution, like that means you're not making a collective effort for change. You just want to point out where next man do.
And you're not doing nothing. You're not doing nothing.
Uplift your opinion because the people them remind you of so much of what you're supposed to be. So you want to uplift your opinion. Don't run them off for your program, agent, because they're not try that. They're not try that with certain artists.
I know. When they was their weak friends, they make a sad mistake.
Run them off for your program. See, run them. And the people them, who don't need to go support the people them will support. Them people will support, can't make them go on road and see 20 people and 30 people. Make them go on road and go see thousands of people. Don't wait till it's too late before we come together on a black road and then something. Now work. Do it from now. Do it collectively, peacefully, and people with knowledge lead the thing. See? And we don't accept changes and just know that's how we make the changes. There's nothing wrong with vote for who no want to vote for. But stop vote for sugar and salt. Stop vote for dumpling. Stop vote for gun. Stop vote for run.
Yes,
and they done them in the community. Listen up. They done them in the community if you have better perspective of life because the youth them wanna done shit for the youth and rate on them. The youth then don't rate the politician, they rate uno. So when the politician come and give you the money, the youth them are going to do everything we want to say them for do. They never want to vote for them, but they might vote for you. While the politician use you. You see, after the politician don't use you and you rise above them are going to send and kill you. Your best friend are going to kill you and they will replace your best friend and put it after that. So you have to just know that you are just for a time, you're collecting. You are collateral damage. You have to just know that. So the youth them we are going to vote, where you them a vote through you for the prime minister. Because me, I raise my rate, you know. I raise my you know, I work with you. I don't rate, you know. I raise my rate. Make good choices with the youth then. Make good choices with the youth then. Youth, person and them think they have money. They have to get paid. To keep, you know. That is a whole in itself if they make money. Then, you have to just know them things. Otherwise, from that, you run the one darken and darken. I got always dark, no light, no down there. You have to come together, support the people that we are supporting, make the effort so we can make changes in society. Otherwise, from that, is a dead end. Razor Beach.
Thank you, I have said. Razor Beach.
Well, I mean, I just want to acknowledge and thank to, Angel, co-host, Black Barbie, Aki, and everyone who tuned into the live today, and who continue to tune in for the past 4 weeks. I honestly think that we're getting somewhere, because I know the artists, they care. It might take them a little longer for forwarding, because everybody is a busy season. So I was hoping that each and everyone will see and understand the movement that we're on, and that we'll get some resolution before even September, before school open. And we can see some changes within the community, within the people. I listen to everything that Acting, he's very knowledgeable because he's been down this road. Last week we had 2 amazing guests, in Africa and Vegas, but they came with 2 different, completely different ideas where I also listen and learn and understand, because I'm here learning. I want to learn, I want to understand, I want to help the people. I'm here for the people. I'm a people person. I'm not just an artist. When you see me father, and as much as it's Razor B, there's a Raja who have a caring heart for the people and love and a connection to the people who want to see peace, love, and unity amongst the people. What tired of seeing the bloodshed, tired of seeing the youth get raped, tired of seeing them get kidnapped, tired of seeing them get taken advantage of, tired of seeing the doctors not getting paid properly, tired of seeing the teachers not getting paid properly, the police, the soldiers, and the police have to do criminal things in order to put food on their table. And I'm tired of the people not supporting us. We need the support. We're tired of people not supporting us, because we can't come out here differently and not differently.
Sure.
Because at the end of the day, if we're gonna take our time off, because everybody busy, right? And we're gonna go for 2 hours every Tuesday, whether we are travel, whether we're sleeping, whether we're tired, whether we have anything to do, we put it aside and say, let's talk. And we're gonna have a time and a moment where we're gonna say, all right then, Razor, we get everything together now. We are going to Garden House. We might not be the brightest, and we might not be knowledgeable, but at least since we're on the live here, we've gotten some really good pointers and knowledge of what we're about. We listen to people, and we know what's going on in Jamaica in terms of the people's cry. All I'm saying, we're going up there and we're going to see what the Prime Minister can do to help us. We need resources. Razor B cannot do it alone. We don't have the resources, and at the end of the day, we need the people. We need you, the people, to support us. We have never gone up there before, so we're going to go up there. If they run with it, we try. If they accept us, we try. So we're going to use that as the first step.
Like I said, run with people. Well, I know people. Don't make them run them. Jamaicans can make sure so them run them by supporting them, because they will run 2 of them, but they not run 100,000 of them. You understand what I say? We need a government. We need a government body out of the government. We need a government representation out of the government. So we need to create one government body. So say the Angel and Razor and a couple other people at the head of the government body. We need people that can relate to us and converse, have a conversation with us, and understand our type of reasoning, so they can bring it on a diplomatic farm to the people. But we need a government body. So when the government body approach them with the problem, them have to listen, because the government body out of the government is supported.
And that's what we want.
They know that the government body can swear away their votes. So
we need
have 3.5 million. If we have 1 million people that defend the government body out of the government, and they know they can swear 1 million people, them people have to listen.
That is true. So let's see if from this live we're going to get, or from what we're doing, we're going to get government bodies to represent us, which are the people, because the people, you people, are the government bodies. So let's see after this if we're going to get the support and the government bodies that when we go out there to stand in unity and solidarity for change, they will come. Because I'm going to say, put out my 2 cents to me where I want to see happen for Jamaica, and then we're going to trickle it down, because I make note of everything that is said, not to sweep under the carpet. And then let's try that now. Let's try and see if that will work.
We are dilute the word Jamaica.
Yes, Jamaica.
We are dealing with it. individuals that will occupy the land. So the people them. Because we don't own the brand Jamaica no more. That don't exist again. See? Big facade. We are here with the people them. And when the people them different, owner stand behind them. That is how you get power. Marcus Garvey couldn't powerful without the people them stand behind him. Malcolm X couldn't do it. You understand what I say? And we tell us that the system is not for the people. Until
unless
you
they don't,
know that.
but if they don't, I have saying if they don't stand with us, that means that they don't think that maybe they don't want that change, or they think that they're okay or they're happy, and maybe they think that we're
I don't want the change. I don't want the change. You know, they just don't know how to change. And so I teach
and some of them
want to teach how to change. And the only thing we want from you is just to have an open mind and willing to learn. So knowledge is everything. The greatest thing on earth is to know. Stop loyal to stupid things. No, for example, me have a son and I rape people, but you are my son. Me loyal to him and me not tell him say brother rape. You have to stop rape. And when you rape, me should be yours. Go make you get justice. Yes, make you get penalized for your rape. So this is the problem. We're not loyal to the government without creating a government body out of the government we can represent. We're not loyal to that. So a man say, oh, we come from the garrison here, so me happy vote. Then how you go vote? Then how you think you beat them are going to maintain? When you see one artist on the road, a man stop me and tell me what he want, and you never ask bro God for $1 yet. Me stop on the road and make your man 10 grand. A man say, each I want for a Benz, I drive 100, for 10 I win 100,000 begin up. But you hear me, I say, hold on, you hear me, I say, you hear say artists, and make how much money. And when you see bro God and ask him for nothing, brother, that me I tell you, selective fire, have selective effort, on a selective with no fire, on a selective with no effort, on a selective with what on want, because you don't feel like certain people can speak to certain people certain way. I want to own justice, I want to own future, I want to not defend on our own future. So I want to stand behind we and think we are puppet, and think we are do this and think we are that. You understand? Me go rebel salute and me burn fire for poor people and they lock up the microphone. And them chat, right? Them lock up the microphone and go and do things. Because a policeman they on the stage and say acting and call up broker and they lock up the microphone. So to show you how embedded you are to own detrimental in the future. Because just because you're a diarted labor, right? You not even take the time out to hear what me say. You're hearing but you're not listening to what me say. You understand what I say? I know some are different people that represent you. Where just them be a position so you can switch.
You know what I think in all of that the Prime Minister, that's what I thought that would have invited, because sometimes you will get upset and you will talk, you will get mad or whatever. But I think that he should have invited you in a meeting, and for you to, you're a very brilliant man, to express your views, your thoughts, and how we can make a difference. And that never happened. So we are saying, all right then.
No, they want the children, them try to invite me in a meeting, but I said no, we need a public forum. Because you carry me and close door go butter me. Don't butter me. You can't butter me in a bread.
You couldn't do one live?
Yes.
You couldn't record it?
No, you're not.
You're not going to record it.
My type of fire when I go with. My type of fire. Remember this, Remember me not do this for Rastafari. I not do this for Lax. I do this for people and the Almighty, Because even the Rasta them feel people, boy, so I not really do that. And them say me a Rasta. I do it for the thing, the creator way embedded in my capillaries and my vein them in my body. And that me I do it for me, I do it for a human being. So them not my type of fire, my type of thing when me I go with. Them not go take it and them not go record that. Because me not go with stupid, me not go there because me stupid. So they not go record it and they don't want to do it on a public forum because they feel like they're better than the people them and they're more than the people them. It's only when it's detrimental to them come out. Come talk about, oh, I see the public have a problem and we're going to make a change. You're supposed to make a changes every time. Every time you make something beneficial for the country, you have to put it in a house of parliament to sign up with it. The opposition leader, everything, the brother from England, everybody, the public, the general public, people them fix it. We don't want that. Breadfruit you give it, we don't want that. See? And we want this and we want that. And people compromise and make a collective effort for the betterment of the country. You know, just do that. And this is what we have been a problem. And cash thing them are deal with. Them are deal with cash thing down in Jamaica. And if you talk, them come send people to come get rid of you or set you up or kill you. But remember, any man, and this is what them drive fear. Any Jamaicans will fear of death. Fear that death. You're stupid. Because death is inevitable. Every man have got death.
Alright.
Every man have got death.
Listen to me, I have
Thanks
yeah.
again. Love.
Hold on there. Alright. So, Razor B, you're going now?
Yeah, I have to.
Alright, but if you're going to go as my co-host, we're going to end this live and I'm going to have to do my outro. So thank you so much. Razor B, do not move. Do not move. You make the last word to come off.
And
So thank you so much, Black
Angel,
Barbie.
wait there, before you do it, let me run one more fire. People, if Angel, you know, if I talk about holy fans and I bend over them something, we have more people on the live. You so no? When they talk about them something,
I work
you
with
know,
them,
have
man.
more than
That's for
1,000
them.
people on the live. I'm going to share it. Continue, Angel.
Anything that is themed, the mix up and negative and drama, we all know this, right? I have to say that they're gonna flood the life. From a something positive, we have the minority. But if something negative, we have the whole world to talk about it. But I want to say thanks to everybody that's on the live right now. Thanks to the bloggers that continue to share it. You understand the message? Whether it's good but are the indifference. And last week there was a little shot take at me and they shared that like gospel. But at least it's shared and that's okay. Because me, I make a difference. So should you. So I want to say thanks to IACTIN for coming on the live. Thanks to Black Barbie. And of course, my co-host, Razor B. I could not do this without you. I know that you're tired.
Angel and the Angel in a one and Razor B and Black Barbie. Angel are on your program. Anybody will forward for your program, we are come ridicule without a solution. All you have to just go up on the top and take them off.
My very same point.
You have to run
my
your
very same
program.
point moving forward. I decided to do that.
Yes, you have to run your program like when them go at 97 and the man asks them anything and them adjust. Just like when people go on US visa, Jamaican people have selective manners and that
who them select now? You don't know who them select now?
Them have selective behavior and that me a problem with that. So I know what to Jamaica. That's why I take out Jamaica from my name.
Who them select that? I know what I'm doing. I know the voice and the power that I have. So nobody can stop me because you don't do nothing.
Jamaican have selective behavior. Me tired to go American embassy go see them with shirt in a pants.
I know. True, man.
Because they want to visa, them say yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. And when the woman say, you know, have the criteria to get the visa and embarrass in front of me. You know what them say? Okay, ma'am, I will try again. Good, have a good day. Why you never tell a woman go suck her mother? And as you come out, you tell a man go suck his mother. Why you never tell the visa go touch your mother? So if you have that, if you can be selective and have these things in your brain, that means you're not stupid.
Yeah.
If you can go in American embassy and act the same way, when a man insane, you know. You have to time down because he might go act the same way in all four rooms. So if you can go in American embassy and behave and act accordingly, why you can't come on the live and act accordingly? Why you can't put pride and anything there aside and say, alright, me not talk about Angel as an artist, as a Black Barbie as a DJ and Razor. We're talking about one common goal where all of it need to talk about. So let's deal with the one common goal and then later I'm not like Angel again. But
and that is fine.
That is fine.
Yeah.
So Angel, remember, don't bother play with them. Remember, say we are rebellious slave, and Jamaicans only take on when people deal with them rebellious. You have to just know that. Yeah. So if you understand, so the type of people that run music are the rebellious people. Then either you have sing about gunman song, or you go hard like Cartel them, or you sing about Rastafari, or you bonfire, go hard like Actian Sizzler them, and all of them just burn down place. And people now go listen to you unless you really know. So listen, this a fire with me upon burn all poor and rich. So this a journey where me depend, me burn up all poor and rich. So me burn up nobody where I burn compromise my program. Come off of my program. Because if you have 2,000 people and 1,009 compromise the program, you only have 100 real listeners. And
okay, everyone. This live was so refreshing and a lot of information that I gathered that I didn't even know. And I really want to say thanks so much to my co-host, Razor B, that took the time out every week. No matter what you're doing, no matter what we're doing, we just say, all right, then we're going to lend 2 hours of our time to just put some awareness on things that need to be fixed in order to have a better Jamaica, to somewhat of a term. We don't have to have a big voice. We don't have to have a big number. But at the same time, I have just suggested that if we, Craig Badar, big up yourself, if we work in numbers and if we get the support, just like when I'm doing my foundation work, we have like 1,000, 2,000 people out there coming for food and I don't have enough to give. And sometimes I have to go in pocket. Most times I have to go in pocket to help with my foundation and my charitable work. And it's commendable because I'm now the humanitarian of the year. So my work, I'm appreciated for my work. You understand? But we need more support. I have said, take it out of Jamaica, the Angel, and go all across the world and do your foundation. I think I want to stay home and do my foundation. Why? Jamaica food is so high and my foundation depends on me. So if persons like, any union or anybody that's outside of Jamaica that's seen what I'm doing, that want to partner with me and start sending container food and and helping me to feed my country. I mean, that would make a world of difference. If God show out and say, all right, then God will lead, and he lead me to other places. I have no problem doing that, because at the end of the day, when I often speak that, he's speaking it out in the universe. So I'm saying that would maybe stepping out of the Jamaica and getting and doing it on the international scene as well. It's spreading out my brand, Angels Foundation, and I will get more support from my country and my people. So I think that's a very good thing to note as well. I have to spread my wings, of course, definitely. So this live was very inspirational, and what I'm saying, I am not calling out on anything negative or anything bad or anything disrespectful or anything tearing down anybody. I'm calling out for change. And as you all know that I am big on the schools, I'm big on the youth, I'm big on what really made me even do that song Pray for Love is because of the violence in schools. But that's where I'm attacking. So if I say, you know what, let me go to the Prime Minister's house just to speak to him about how we can make a difference in the schools, how we can protect our children, how we can stop the crime and violence against our women and children in Jamaica, what we need to start, what we need to do. I need your help. I need resources. I need help to start with this. And persons watching the live, don't be afraid to send me a DM and be a part of this change, because we are doing raising funds for back to school as well, and we need your help. So it's not just me alone, just a talk out of my mouth until my throat dry. We need your support, as I have to would have said. Just like come and go out there and feed 1,000 people. I need those 1,000 people to support this movement. Let us save the youths. That is my thing, and that's my thing. Let us save the youths of Jamaica. Let's make a difference. And we're going to start, and the campaign is this. Crime and violence against the women and children. We need to eradicate that, and to help doing that, we start from the school, from the youth. So let's do that. That's just my little 2 cents, and everything else that needs to change, that will trickle down momentarily. But that's just my little 2 cents. Yeah. My life was lost. But that's just my 2 cents to make a difference. There's so much things happening in Jamaica. I'm not lobbying with everything that's happening, because I can't. I just can't. My focus is the youths. So thank you so much for joining this live. And when I get to speak to the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mr. Andrew Holness, and his wife, Mrs. Holness, that is my focus. The youths and what we can do to make a change in the schools. And, that's just my focus. And then once we get that out the way, and everything else that matters, that, they can definitely partner with me to make a difference with my foundation and all these things, then my contribution will definitely reach somewhere. And that's just me. That's just what I'm about. So go check out my song Pray for Love, and make sure that you share it and support the cause. And we'll be back next week again for another episode of Live at 5. And thanks to everyone. Thanks to all the viewers. And everything that you say, I'm making a note of it, because our voices matters. All right. Thank you so much. And this is the first time I'm really seeing a program that's caring for Jamaica and caring for our youths. And I'm happy to be a part of it. I'm happy to be advocating. I'm happy to be advocating for change. And I don't see any crime in that. Thank you so much, guys. And make sure that you stick and stay and follow my foundation, Angels Foundation JA. Angels Foundation JA. Follow my foundation, follow the movements. All right. Thank you so much for coming on this live at 5 every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Thank you so much, guys. Bye for now. Oh, before I go, let me just share a little piece of the song with you. 'Cause there is no love, oh, Lord, I pray for love. There is no hope, Lord, give us hope. Thank you so much, Back Barbie. Lord, send me an angel from up above. Protect your children, everyone not much. Too much violence around the youths, them, in the school, them. Too much grudge. Protect the parents, don't make them hate them. Show them the love. Me I pray the future with them youths, yeah. No me heart a melt well like punch. No I'm on my knees, Lord. Education are the key, Lord. Why them not pray degree, Lord? In a school them they and a pray bad. Cause there is no love. Oh, Lord, I pray for love. Mm-mm. There is no hope. Lord, give us hope. That's all me I pray for. See you next week. Same place, same time here on Live at 5 with the Angel and Grace today. Bye for now. Thank you so much, Lady Yi, for sharing. And everybody else for sharing. Big up on yourself. No negative energy around you. Positive energy all the way. That's the only way we're going to make a change. Love versus straight. And so, big up hometown Spanish Town. Big up to my mother. Big up to my family. Big up to all my fans. And big up to everybody that came with the angels. Progressing with the angels. Now going straight to the top. And nobody can stop that. Live at 5. Every Tuesday at 5. Thank you so much. Bye for now.
Education and the key, Lord. Why them not pre-degree, Lord? In a school, them they are not pre-bad. Cause there is no love. Oh, Lord, I pray for love. Oh, oh, there is no hope. Lord, give us hope. Just school no party, a school no party. If you don't plan to learn, no pull down.